Ah, finally, there we go. We've got the options. And another Demon of Shadow. Well, there we are. No idea why it's doing that. I have to change one setting and then change it back. Yeah. So now you've got 1080p 60. And you've also got the bloody options to change it to something that works for you. No idea why it doesn't like doing it properly suddenly. This is all since I had to reinstall, so I lost all the old settings I had for OBS. I could remember all the ones I had for regular OBS for recording, because I've explained them to people so many times. I've even got screenshots of the settings I normally use for recording. So they're easy to reset. What I don't have is any sort of such thing for for sloobs. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. It's pretty much set the way I remember it, but maybe not. But yeah, it wants me to, I have to kind of restart the stream like 3 different times and like turn a feature off, turn it back on, turn it off again, yada yada. It's bloody stupid. Completely stupid. Yes, I don't even know if we've got Savic today. We got Savic? We haven't got Savic, but never mind. I'm sure if she's able, she'll come along, but her time zone differs from mine, and this is a bit late in the day for her, apparently. There we are. Because if you remember, the last time we did a POH on a Wednesday, Savic couldn't make it. Decided to download AO again to play as a free pass. Pretty cool. Hey, Doja. Okay, well, at least we made some progress here. If not with this bloody stream settings. Right, okay. I hate these things. They're stupidly large and unnecessary. And they should be grey to 220 so you don't have to waste time being aggroed by them. Oh, my map's just finished. Yay. Well, I don't like not having the mini-map, so... Let's get the other boots on and go see. So, yeah. Bigger Trucks 999. Okay, I'm back. Have you got the option to change resolution you're watching at as well? Big Trucks. Are you able, if you look at the settings, is it working for you as well? Hopefully, yes. Otherwise, not good, because not everyone can watch it 1080, which is not good. I take it for granted that everybody's got excellent internet, and not everybody does. So forcing, and it seems to be a bit of a thing with YouTube. Pretty much everyone can watch 1080p 60 videos on YouTube, but not so much on Twitch. Don't know, differing encoder settings or something. It's auto on your phone. Yeah. What do you recommend for Frube MA? Anything you like, really. OpEffects is quite good. Instantly evasive. Better evades, etc. But I am a bit biased with OpEffects. I do like OpEffects as a breed. Yay! Have we've done another line. We have. We're on Exemplar 8. What did that one give me? Amplified purification. In combat, you will occasionally heal your team, including yourself. That's quite nice. Yes, it is. Yeah, I've done Frube MA as OpEffects. I've done Atrox, and I've done Solitus. I think OpEffects works quite well for Frube MA because you will have a higher MA skill that way. Because if you look, as soon as I finish zoning anyway, if you look at your trickle downs, you go to melee weapons and we go to martial arts. So you can see here dependencies, 50% on agility, 20 on strength and 30 on psychic. So the 50% on agility, having green agility skill with a higher cap on op effects does make that slightly better. And if you check your evades on any, so evade close combat, you'll see there 50% agility, dodge range, 50% agility. So anything with low agility has lower evades. On paid accounts with 220s, it's not as big a difference because after 220 you can pile so much IP into each skill. It's silly. Stop that, it's silly. Yes, it's one of those. Right, let's see what we get today. Applying for a job. Straightforward, please. Goodbye, what have I got? Enigma dogs. Yay. That's a long-ass flight, isn't it? So yeah, on a Froob, probably op effects, but it depends what you want to do, really. Plus, it's the cheapest class to play in that it can be played without ever buying a weapon. Although most people will buy weapons like the stun gloves, things like that, nunchucks, paid and unpaid. You want to face the aliens alone. Fetch ammunition. That's a nice quick one. Okay. So yeah, it's a weird time of day. I need to shift the time of day for this one, I think. Normally I like to start a stream about 4 o'clock, which is 3 hours earlier than this. However, what's the best map for a Froob? Savik's map of Rubicon. Without question. Absolutely the best Rubicon map ever made. Simple as that. And you get the default version of it in the game. So when you open up your planet map by pressing P, press the I key here, select map, you'll see you've got Savik's map. Mine are the updated ones. Because I'm in Shadowlands. But you will see Savik's map of Rubicon as an option. And it has all the detail layers, etc. built in. It's so good. Funcom added it to the game. So when you download the game, you get Savik's map of Rubicon. She has since released updated versions of it with a little more detail here, there and everywhere. Fixed an issue with layers, which can cause a crash for some people. So she separated the layers out, because it can create a memory leak or something. And created a ×2 size for people like me who play at 1440p, which you can do on the old engine as well now. If you install AOIA, which is Anarchy Online Item Assistant, then it has an option to add the necessary DLL files to your game install, which allow you to run the old engine at any resolution you like. The old limit of 2048 by 2048 was an artificial one, in other words. It didn't need to be that. Hold hell it be. Thank you. Resist the evil aliens. I am falling behind on alien research, but that is always the case, I've noticed. Whenever I play a tune, beginning to end, it's always the AI that takes the longest. Oh, come on! Has everyone had this mission today? Hence, there is no ammo spawned. There is like 0 ammo spawned. Oh, is that some? Thank God for that. I've had that, you know, come down and there literally is no ammo there. That is not fun when that occurs. No, it isn't. So yeah, you no longer need to download specialised maps, really. if you're going to play at 1080p, the old Savic map is fine. There's a 3.0 version. There's a link to that on the forums. And the 3.1 version, which has the higher resolution and separate layers. Savic has also redone Atlas of Shadowlands to a bigger size as well, for people like me. That's XP ring. Might as well. I don't think it makes a difference on mission reward, but you never know. So yes, Savic's maps. The Atlas of Shadowlands is the one I use for Shadowlands, but if you're going to be playing on a Froob, not a concern. There's a problem, but I took care of it. Here, have one of them. And Alien Ding as well, yay! What was I putting in? Crusade, I think I was doing. Blink, anything nice for that? Not a lot, but I haven't got many other places to stick it at the moment, so yeah. Okay. Geronimo. Okay. So we don't have to hand that one in. It's just a shame there's no Arbiter this week. It's a null week. Nice, thanks. No for Froob, but take it includes or SL. No. Not. No. You need a separate map for that. I would recommend Atlas of Shadowlands, which is the one I'm actually using right now, which originally, I can't remember who made that, but it was one of the best ones. And then Savic's made it ×2 size. Atlas Savic's map of Rubicon ×2 is the one we use here, but she's done a remake of Atlas of Shadowlands as well. Was it Onzak did AOSL? I couldn't remember. And hello, Scott, how the hell are you? Staying out of the smoke, I hope. Apparently it's all gone completely bonkers where Scott lives. So yeah. It has been very strange. Yeah, it's been a strange one here, but just personally this week. Enigma Dogs. I'm going to go talk to Warden Staines before I forget. So, yeah. Because reasons, yes. It's been too damn hot here, actually, the last few days. We've had what we laughingly call an Indian summer. Well, we get a warm September, but it's definitely cooled off this evening, which is nice. I'm kind of hoping it'd rain and be pretty cool. Air quality is back down with the scale of measurement, so down to just hazardous. Oh, God. Yeah, it's crazy times. Definitely crazy times. And Warden Staines, it's me again. At your service. Scroll, diseased. Bye. So it was so high, it was above where they'd normally measure. Outside looks like the GPU needs adjustment for too much white. What? Where you are or in the stream? You confuse me now. I don't know which one you actually mean. Oh, where you are. Right, okay. I was like paranoid the stream didn't look right or something. Yeah. It's like, oh God, what else did I break? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of playing nursemaid with relatives at the moment. Just one of those things. While one relative is away at the hospital, we've all had to sort of dive in and do whatnot. Things have to happen at specific times for the older folks. So where I would normally start streaming at 4, I'm over at their place feeding the dogs, etc. So yeah, it's kind of nuts, but yeah. Real life stuff got to be dealt with first, I am afraid, but there we are. So yeah, and then Sunday was a good laugh. Doing 12-man and Pyramid at home, and Savik didn't die. Dun dun dun. I think this Sunday I'm going to have a go at the DB3. See if we can't get that done. Tonight is just a bit of a chill stream. Twitch viewers very carefree about Twitch stream times. Yeah, kind of. They seem to be, but last time I was late, I got a load of abuse. Where have you been? You know, it was kind of good-natured, but they were still giving me a hard time about it. On bloody Discord as well. Oi, Plonker, it's 4 p.m. Where's the stream? Like, okay. Yeah, it's my own fault. But yeah, it seems to be just looking at going back at old analytics. It just looks about the same. So yeah. The end of the last stream, I was just about to raid Merkzerk. I checked that he was still streaming, and I was like, okay. And I typed raid Merkzerk, and he raided me just before I hit enter. I wonder what had happened if we'd both hit enter at the same time. It's like everyone would have just been in limbo. That was weird. Very weird. I saw him and went, oh right, he's streaming. Okay, that'll do, kind of thing, you know. Nuts. So yes, the old keeper is doing okay. I'm doing generally okay. Twitch sent me pennies, which was nice. Wasn't expecting that. They sent me an email saying, we're sending you pennies, and then after the weekend, poof, pennies appeared. It's quite handy, actually. So now I can do stuff. A bit of extra. I think everyone's eyeing up the new graphics cards that are out. The new, what is it? The new 3080. That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to finance another player slot and and the credits to build up another tune for the next Let's Build. It's going to be interesting. I want to get a bit further with this one for Brutal. I want to get this to kind of alphas and such. Then I'll be happy with it, I think. Hopefully he will be as well. He's not been on much of late. He's in recovery period, so yeah. Not for me, I'm about 2080 Ti like 3 months ago. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even get a Pascal. I'm still on a gifted 980 at the moment. But considering 99% of what I play is Anarchy, it's like, yeah, that'll do. It's only 10 to 30% better. Yeah, until you switch on DLLS, or what is it, DLLS 2. And then you get your sort of 80-90% better. Because the way they do that, they rescale the 1080 up to 4K. Apparently, yeah, is pretty rocky. And it depends which review you watch as well. I watched one guy, Jay's 2 cents. He thought it was exceptional. He thought it, yeah, they were pretty close on their estimates of how much better it was. And then they did Linus Tech Tips. He did it, got different results. Another bunch did it, and they got different results again. So it's going to take a little more. Yeah, if all you're doing is Anarchy Online and stuff like that, yeah, that stuff's overkilling. Ray tracing, yeah, ray tracing really is very, very pretty. I think we missed one. I think we missed that shade over there. 171, he hasn't got the mission anyway. Maybe he's after all the bits. Poof and poof. How is population? Population is much better than you probably think it is. That's the most asked question I get. How's the population? Pretty much every video I release on YouTube gets that at least once. No, that's cool. I don't mind you asking. You just, I have no idea how to pronounce your name, sir. Or madam, because I can't figure that out either. So, right, I've got to go to wine, which is miles 60 in my org chat. Yeah, this is it. It depends where you are. The game itself is far more spread out and instanced. So if you're playing Froob and you're playing on US times on Rubicar only, you see like there's a bunch of people here, which reminds me. I think I need to put stuff back on sale. Not sure. Let's have a look. Yes, I do. Okay. That's going to count into it. If you join a reasonable sized org, then you're going to be okay, I would say. You're not going to struggle too much. Someone would like Stella Barnes' buff. Not sure why he's doing that, because it won't help. Still like the music there, you know. Anyone ever stand near the Whompers and just listen to them? They do make quite a bit of sound. Surprising. Yeah, it's pretty busy now. I mean, with the onset of lockdowns across the globe, we did see quite a resurgence of people returning to the game anyway, and to other similar games. And even though a lot of places have come out of lockdown, etc., or they've eased up quite a bit, the amount of people still playing hasn't shrunk by much. I'll say that much. I mean, you're not going to see the population as it was 10 or 15 years ago, because Funcom does almost nothing to advertise the game. And I mean, absolute nothing. Apart from the 2019 server, they just got some random AO noob to make a stream and video about it. And that was it. I mean, the guy had like 600,000 subscribers or whatever, but he knew nothing about Anarchy Online. He said he had played it before, but he'd forgotten everything, which is plausible. It is plausible. And his video, he used about 16 different clips from my videos in his video about Anarchy Online. But I didn't flag him. YouTube even sent me the option that he'd used this much of my content in his video. But I let it go. Because he was literally promoting the game, so what the hell. But yeah. Well, that's it. I don't have a lot of reach. I have a hell of a lot of views. Like over 1 million, nearly, what, 1 million and 1.3 million video views or something. And 99% of my content is Anarchy Online, so that is a little bit of reach. But I mean, they don't promote it outside of internally. So on the main site, they'll put an ad on, or they might, on the Anarchy Online, Funcom Anarchy Online account, might post something about the game, but that's about it. Nothing else. Never ever see, you know, like the Funcom official promote anything about the game, so We streamed Conan Exiles yesterday. I've never tried it. I don't know if I'd like it even. I mean, the problem with Conan games is, don't you just want to play Conan? You know, and well, it was like that with the Matrix game and the, you know, superhero type games. It's like, yeah. I'm sure that isn't the game, but, you know, aren't you kind of like wanting to do that? Isn't it sort of like Rust or something? You know, you're building a base and being PvP'd for it all the time. It's like Minecraft yeah, nah, not for me. I mean, they got a lot of media attention with that game having, what was it? The Schlong Slider, as it was christened. You could change the size of certain bits of your character that normally you wouldn't. And that got on a lot of gaming channels, that one feature, and that popularised the game. Oh, Conan, that game where you can, you know, change the size of the schlongometer. And that got it into the general media's attention, the general gaming media's attention. Funcom's such a weird company when it comes to how it does stuff like this. It always sort of puzzles me completely. Don't get it. I mean, Anarchy Online is a cash cow for them. Any other made you stream laugh yesterday? Yeah, it is, but it is funny. There's no two ways about it. Of course, it's funny. How long is it funny for? It wouldn't be enough to keep me interested in the game, you know. But it did. It lifted the public awareness of the game with that. But like Anarchy Online have made like one really great game, this one, and then not really done anything with it since. Open pet. Okay. Follow. You'd never heard or seen of it. Yeah, that's the only reason I knew that Conan Exiles existed, was another channel. It was like your Markipliers, those guys. Oh, this game's come out and there's a funny thing with it. And that was the whole shtick with it, you know? And they were pixelating the image anyway. But yeah, they just, because they're not a gaming. I mean, people like Markiplier and that, they're not gaming channels anymore. They've been personality channels for a very, very long time now. Most of his career is being personality channel. People watch Markiplier because it's Markiplier. They don't really give a toss what he's playing. Which is nice for him. Same with, what's another one, like Jacksepticeye. I can kind of I mean, I don't mind either of them. I can actually watch some of their videos. But I can tell they're not genuine personas. You know, and nothing wrong with that. Most entertainers are actors, you know. But yeah, you can really tell. And then there's that one guy who's like mega popular, PewDiePie. I can only stand about 2 or 3 minutes and I just can't. Ugh. It just annoys me. I just don't get what people like about that persona, because I don't believe that's him either. And then the rest of the cult of personality people, I'm like, nah, you just seem fake to me. There you go. That's just me. Maybe I'm old man card or something like that, you know. I'm sure they couldn't give us stuff what I think of them. I'm not their demographic or what have you. And the way the algorithm works, once the snowball starts gathering snow, It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Whose videos, you open a incognito window, go to YouTube, and within minutes it's recommending one of those kind of guys or channels to you. Or watchmojo.com with the corporate faceless lists channel that gets a lot of its lists completely wrong anyway. Gets a lot of the information in the lists wrong. You're supposed to be on follow. Never mind. Yeah, 2019 is not that big. It may end up being moved across. I don't know. There's no concrete information on it at the moment, so yeah. Report to the agency and agency. Okay. Well, we need to go back to the warden anyway. Not going to forget to do that, so... Yeah, I mean, I don't have that long to get anything done tonight, so I'm not sure why I decided to stream anyway, other than I said I would. So, yes. And I was going to start soloing Inferno missions again. I generally do that while I've got Netflix running on the other monitor, though. So, I'll binge watch TNG or, one of them. Comfy viewing. And I'll just roll through the missions kind of mindlessly. But, that's one way of dealing with the grind kind of thing. No. Both are... Shadowlands has people in places in it, but it depends. The high-end people you will find in Shadowlands, but it depends. There's certain pocket areas which are really good for particular levels, and for paid characters there's farming a lot of stuff. And above Froob, of course, you've also got perks, but now, of course, you've got research as well, which adds another layer to all your skills, so on and so forth. So, yeah. Too many people in Shadowlands are all trying to steal your doges. They always are, aren't they? Have you noticed? In the last stream I did, they were all there. Yeah, this is just general AFK people. Not all of them, some are on. Like the flag dude over there. Not sure what he's trying to do. Playing with his friend there. We have one martial artist and a fixer. Not sure, I think they're just gooning around. Because he's not shooting him. Ignore the cam. Have you changed the cam? Change that. Have you noticed your camera's looking that way and everyone the other night was like just out of line of sight, all like the entire sort of population of Old Athen just all went like over here out of sight of it. So you went to the Old Athen cam, there was no one on it, but when you stood next to it it was there. And then there's this one, twitch.tv/anarchycam. Yeah, it's kind of funny. That's the crap bot for the Anarchy cam itself. Yeah, first few days of that, I saw it and went, oh, that's kind of cool. And like almost immediately there was some Atrox in front of the bloody camera in a thong. I was like, oh god. Yep, Anarchy Online, alright. Gonna has my reward now. Goodbye. Do all the factions still... PvP's a bit weird at the minute, to be honest. Trox in a thong looking for a camera. Aren't they always? Yeah, it was just like nothing else on the screen, but yeah. I thought it was pretty bloody funny, but I was like, come on, can't we have nice things? Right, what I would do now normally is that's my daily's done for 220. I have nothing else to chase except research, which always feels longer than anything else. Why do people do this? She will not spawn the reward until someone hands her one of several items from Gauntlet. So yeah. So what I'd normally do about now is just wait that out, go back to Shadowlands and just roll solo missions. Like Inferno Hards or something. Because they're not that hard at 220 anymore. Being perfectly honest. Seems quiet. For some reason, I don't know. Are other people streaming as well? Probably. Just me. Data stream. Oh, has he started another character? Yay. Good man. I heard he got sort of stream sniped or something, which is kind of unfortunate, but there we are. It is what it is. What can you do? People are mean like that, you know? I'm just checking engine things at the minute. Oh my god, the engine looks exactly the same. Bloody doesn't. Jesus Christ, look at all the shadows and everything. I've only been stream sniped in Battle Station so far, yeah. I'm not sure if someone sniped me on the last stream, or maybe the stream before that. Some DI guy got me just coming out of the grid, flagged, but I mean, it's my own bloody fault really, isn't it? But he was on me before I even loaded in, and I do not take a long time to load in. So I don't know if he had a sniffer in the grid, in the Wampers, etc. Because they are placed all over the game. Yeah, probably was a snipe. They didn't make it easy for him. And I forgot that I had and didn't use, which would have made it easier. Because he kept like snaring me and running off to shoot me. Should have used that clarion call. No, you get back here. Not sure what's the recharge. There's no cooldown on it either. Yeah, that'd have been funny. Pulling him over and spanking him. But I forgot that keepers even have that nano. So yeah. Haha, have you snared? I'm out of range of your weapon. No, you're not. And while they're flying through the air, they can't do shit. No, you're going to fly through the air like a completely useless lump and then die. That's what you're going to do. Ooh, what we got here? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Right. PW10 is about to get hammered, apparently. I don't know. I said it would probably bounce back, though. It nearly always does. Especially when it becomes too polarized, then, yeah. Whoever, you know, like the real PvPers just go, okay, bored now. Switch sides and start all over again. I don't know. It's kind of weird the way that works, but it's what we keep seeing because I keep seeing the same names. Switching sides and going off to kill the next thing, you know. I think maybe that's what it is. That's their game. They're like sort of like gradually building up and dominating one side and then doing it on the other side. But as for Tara, pretty much just seems to be dominated by clan at the moment. Which makes it a little boring, but most of the time I only ever go there just to do the daily. In which case you just run down click on Tara, go back to the bar. Which is quite good at lower levels because you can start building up some VP, which you need for various bits and pieces. I'm quite low at the moment. Need to get a lot more done by the OFAB parts I'd like. I think maybe a shoulder, don't know. Come on, countdown, I want to get back. Yes, I know I could have run there through locks or whatever, but be in the wrong area anyway. And I don't have an insignia, so yeah. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the latest engine tweaks. I will be sticking with them for now. Someone did mess around and managed to get RTX shaders running on Anarchy. Not that they look right. I mean, they're all over the place, but because the game technically isn't referring the information back, you know, to the RTX tool set to do anything with it. So yeah, it looks kind of funky, to say the least. All right, Inferno boots, and let's talk to this dude. Yeah, I've been caught out with Clarion before now. I thought it was hilarious. I was trying to do the token board mission. Let's do a medium. But not that one. Nobody does that one. It's a good job you could just delete them and re-roll, isn't it? Otherwise, you know, it'd be really, really painful otherwise. Yes, it would. Hey, cave. Oh well. Goodbye. There we go. AFK Inf Medium Unread Clan 75mm. How about no? They do not require one. Plus I can make more XP doing this. Pretty much every time. I mean, if we go and do a hard, I get more per mob XP than I would in a team mission, especially the old imp ones. I can usually get them done faster, and if I need to go and take a break, I can and just stop running through the mission. So yeah, the new Inferno are kind of good for faction and stuff, and then thereafter not so much. I mean, they're useful, they've got their place, you know, so you can always find a team if your toon is a little weaker. But when you're only farming research, especially higher research, you kind of just want to get the mission over ASAP just to get to the max amount of research XP reward you can have. Because you hit cap on medium. You would on easy, except on the solo easies, you tend to get grey mobs which screw it up because they don't count towards the percentage of completed. And that's it, just go through the mission pounding on these guys. Have I got one of these now? What was this one? Ambient purification. And what was this one? Unrestored was... That's an offensive one. Oh yeah, I'll keep on a restored actually. Prefer that. And occasionally you get a valuable nano, but I do mean occasionally, 99 times that you open a chest, you get junk like that. And I can barely unlock them, and I'm not spending a ton of IP in lock picking just to get in them. So this is the boringness laid bare of 220. I mean, doing these in a team is going to be quicker, but then it's quicker at lower XP per kill. But you do get through the mission a lot faster. Did a lot of this on the NT, but then they got through the missions stupidly fast as well. All or no victim liquid. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sunday stream. It'll be at a better time of day, etc. And everything else. I've got an hour and a half, little less than an hour, 30 minutes, and I've got to go back over to the in-laws' place to sort the dogs out, etc. Because neither of them are in good health, so yay! Oh, it's great. Never mind. Yeah, it is a bit of a slow AO day when middle of the week and all that. Just rings that. Yeah. I like how much better these guys look now. Shiny shoulder pad, arm braces, belt, and shin pads. Instead of just one homogeneous blob. Mr. Man Logan, good evening. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the stream. It's a bit of a slow day in Anarchy today. Yes, it is a slow day in Anarchy, definitely. I am not feeling hyper excited about playing at the moment. Nothing to do with Anarchy, I'm just tired, basically. And all over the gaff today. Here, there, and everywhere. So this is what we're chasing now. Getting our research done. Yeah, there, intelligence 20, that's useful. And then righteous smite, I think, is one of the... I think that's the top version of that. Quite handy. Oop, I think the camera's still a bit... Yeah, there we go. Make sure I'm not running into more death while I'm here. Who do you get in redeemed missions, the omni-sided missions? Who do you get as the boss in those? Because I've never ever done one. Being honest, so I have no idea. Lord Galahad or something like that. Big Bird Men. Yeah, it's going to be a sided boss mob at the end, isn't it? That's how it works. Yeah, he's got a pistol, but he's not about to use it. It's quite a cool looking pistol, that. But he's got no interest in shooting me with it. Which is weird, because when you do old school Rubicon missions, if they've got a shotgun or whatever, they do shoot you with it. Because you get trader mobs, you get fixer mobs, you get MP mobs, engineer mobs, etc. That always made that bit more interesting to me. I don't know why they didn't sort of extend that on out into Shadowlands, but then again, They tried to sort of graft on a fantasy game into a sci-fi game. In a mortar. Is that the boss guy or the name of the pistol? I'm guessing it must be Galahad. Or something. I don't know. The pistol. So who's the boss guy you have to finish to complete a omni-sided unread or redeemed mission, as it were? Yeah, I figured it'd have to be something related to the gardens in the same way. It wouldn't be that different. Nope, I haven't got big spider face here, so safe to run in. Please wait. No, I think we've got lag. Ah, there we go. Okay. That's not weird at all. What's this in chat? Dono 8. Can anyone get me a +10 ring? Probably. It's only one boss you got to kill. You just got to know the way down. It's pretty easy, actually. Well, I say that, but I have done it a gazillion times. I'm always looking at this window and feeling like I don't have all my buffs running, but I do. Don't know why, I just feel like there should be like 3 or 4 more. Okay, that fired. That's nice. And you haven't fired yet. Ooh, special ops helm. That is such a useful piece of kit for twinking. That DB3, that. I think it is, isn't it? But yeah. Anema of pure malevolence. There's about a bazillion of them on GMI for glumpence. People sell them for 1 cred, there's so many. And what is he saying? Something, look at my tail, or you'll lick my tail? I care not to, sir. What's the thing in black? Oh, PvP. Okay. Why is that in black? Nope, dub tech. That's a weird one that would come up in black. So we're doing the boring mission of doom here. Same bloody loot on everything. Gravity pull. Project car. Anema of whatever. A nice bit of detail in those lights in the wall there. I haven't noticed before. Does that come out on the stream? Little bit. No, it was never meant to be viewed at that this resolution and that range, was it? Oh, I forgot to check what percentage we've gotten to. Yeah, mediums are about the best bet for fast research. Because really you're just chasing the mission reward at the very end rather than the XP reward. It varies. I mean, if I do hards, you just get red mobs. It just takes longer to kill them, but they do give a lot more toward research per kill. So It just depends what mood I'm in. On mediums like this, most of the mobs are like my level or just slightly under. So they're very easy to kill now. And they're not when I'm... if I if I roll another one, I tend to go and check out Creepy Spider and things like that on the way back or the way there. This is one of those few missions where you get nothing but sided mobs in it. Which I like because they tend to go down slightly easier than some of the monster type mobs. Have a lot more HP. Or at least seem to, anyway. Don't know. But it does make spotting Galahad or Mordeth a bit easier. Because he's the only blue dot on the mission floor. Which is kind of nice. So yeah, it's a bit of a quiet one tonight for those coming along. Just generally speaking, I'm just not sure what other stuff people might be watching. They could be in-game just playing, I don't know. But just on Twitch in general, looking around, not as many people on as usual. But hey, middle of the week. Oh yeah, put some real boots on. There we go. I always like grabbing them from Prisoner if I can. They're just a bit handy now and again. Is he going to be in that room? Let's finish off this corner. Ooh, a mob that's higher than me. How are we doing for time? Probably got time to do one more, if that. And then I'm going to have to kind of back on duty over at the ranch, sort out the doggies. And, you know, supper and whatnot, so... Advanced Death Brigade Notum Infuse. Oh, it's a trade skill thingamy. %. We're chunnering through here. So is Galahad in this room somewhere? Or Mordeth in this room somewhere? Or down the opposite end. Could be either. Yeah, I might try Stream Elements. I'm having weird issues with Streamlabs OBS. I mean, it works, it does the streaming, but lately it's taken 2 or 3 goes just to get it to stream with the option for people to stream at different resolutions. You know, so they can view 1080, 720, yada yada. It took 3 bloody tries to get it to do it today. That's really annoying. You go back and tidy up and delete all those VODs. They're like a minute long of me going, oh, for God's sake. Just work, you stupid thing. So, not massively entertaining. But there we are. Okay, there's the big guy. What am I on? 83%. We're missing some somewhere. Don't want to take him out at 83. You got no chance on a reward for that. Or very little. So somewhere in here. Yeah, I always had it so people could change their settings and then... Ah, there we go. Just recently, I think since I had to do the complete reinstall, etc., seem to have lost something along the way there. Some setting somewhere. That went with the hard drive that died, so it's got this weird sort of bug where, like, the next stream I start, it'll be fine. and the one after that, it won't do it. I tried. There's like one tick box just before you start streaming. It says allow service recommended settings or something, and that seems to switch it on and off. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Twitch thing or the software thing. No idea. In the next stream it'll be perfectly fine, and then the one after that it won't be. It really is odd. Is it Streamlabs OBS that you use as well, Scott, or you use a different one? Yeah, I like Slobs because there's a load of plugins for it and everything, which are, you know, conducive for streaming. It's the whole point of having it, kind of thing. But it'd be no good to me for recording, because it, for whatever reason, won't let you record two different audio tracks. Which is easy. I like to have, you know, my voice on a separate track so I can tweak it, edit bits out if I need to, without having to cut the game footage as well. No, it'll do it with voice meter with it. I might have a fiddle with that again. See, I don't have any onboard sound at all, so it's getting voice meter to work with external audio interface. My onboard sound died. Quite a way of getting free for banana. Yeah, I remember messing with that quite a while ago, so I could record. Because I think one video I did, well, it wasn't a live stream, it was a recorded video, but I was recording TeamSpeak, the game, and myself. So yeah. Yeah, the onboard sound, it installs, it does everything. It doesn't produce any audio out of any socket. So, kind of a shame. I think in a way, because when I looked, I noticed there was it looked like a coil for it somewhere on the motherboard that had snapped off. Like half of it was there and the other half wasn't. I was like, oh. Not sure what happened there. Clumsiness on my part, I'm guessing. Slamming the graphics card in and getting it wrong. Something like that anyway. But yeah, it wasn't happy. So it's like, I could maybe fix it, but I don't know. Not like I've got a spare motherboard I could, you know, experiment on and have a backup. If I did, I would. Well, let's put it this way, if I had another motherboard the same, I would just swap it. Loosen up between the chair and keyboard. Yep, the old FebCAC virus. Fault exists between chair and keyboard. Use that at work more than a few times. Do you know, we built a system for this guy once, or this woman, and she had a friend who was a PC expert, but apparently couldn't build a system for her. And after she got the system, she took it home, and this inverted commas PC expert came round to look at it for her. But after she restarted it, it wouldn't boot. You know, it wouldn't post. So we said, oh, well, bring it in. We'll take a look. And immediately we could see, yeah, someone's been in here. He'd gone and got the... do you remember the old floppy drive power connectors? So I'm going back a ways here. He'd gotten one of them, right, and plugged it into the speaker terminal on the motherboard. With the second, managed to ram it on there. Totally fluffed the board. We said, well, somebody has connected this to here and destroyed the motherboard, so it will be for service and something else. Mihalik, oh my god, the stream is still on. Shocking. Yeah, what do you mean shocking? What do you mean? I didn't start till 7:30. I've only been on for like an hour. So you haven't missed much of anything. Oh, you just got home? Yes, well, I am still here, and it normally would be starting at 8. kind of a deal. Does this guy still need his plus 10 ring? What level is he? 190 crap. Let's see if he's AFK. Need a ring. I think he's AFK, is he? You're usually off to bed by... I'm not off to bed by 8 o'clock, you liar. I'm off to go chill out in front of the TV by 8 o'clock. Or I'm doing this. Just grinding. Oh, too bad for the guy. He's AFK. It was him, wasn't it? That was his name asking. I'm not going to scroll up and try and see. That you have. We are old. We are proud. Get off my lawn. Damn right. I am getting older. Got a face packed. Shall I do a hard? No, I'm just going to do another medium. Yay, there we go. I did one last night, 20 mobs. I was like, yay! Result, I got a 20 mob mission. If you know, because all you're really doing is you're trying to get to the end as fast as possible and get that big research reward. Just grinding research, basically. There's a lot of it to get done. So yeah, I've got a lot of AI to grind as well. I'm only AI. I've got the last 7. So I'm less than halfway through all the AI XP grind. So yeah, that's a pain in the bottom. There's like farming arid and dailies, and that's kind of it really. You want to come on a... Okay, yeah, sure. We're doing a hard if you're coming though, because I want the XP. Spec 1 and 2 on, mate. You haven't done Spec 1 and 2 on your engineer, and he's in Inferno. Dear me. Alright. Delete that. I don't think I've got an insignia to get back in. Nope. That was funny on the last stream. We did POH and... Was it that bag or that bag? Nope. That bag. Pride of the Zan dropped. So I made one. 207. I've usually got on engineer spec 1 and 2 done before I'm like level 50. Dear me. Certainly by 60 and like 100. Anyway, yeah, bring him. We'll go get it done. Trying to think of how many nanos you're missing out on with not having any spec on Engie. I went to lock level at 15 to get spec 1 so I get XP pool while farming. LFT with Matok. Okay, let's have a look. Matok, there you go. 30-40 seconds to get back inside. No biggie. Beta ear 2 billion. Getting fluffed. Seen that on Darknet? 2 billion for a beta ear. Are you kidding me? I don't mind. Are people paying that kind of money for them? Right, beacon back inside the garden I'm stood directly outside of, because reasons. At 10 o'clock I have to leave, so we better get this done in an hour. You're at Ergio, okay. There you go. As requested, 1 mission at Ergo. Totally did that deliberately. Totally not a fluke. Honest governor. Yeah, I think it's because people have just got exploited credits. So they just don't care how much they pay for things now. That's half the problem. When people were stacking quality 300, health and nano recharges, things like that, selling them to vendors day in, day out. So they were just like filling up so fast. You could see them doing it on the top of Old Athen Hill as well. Just running to the vendor, selling, running to GMI. It's nuts. Or Trader Tombs doing it inside the trader shop with their own GMI terminal. That's nuts. So they end up with like trillions. So when they want to buy something, they'll just pay ridiculous amounts of money for it, and that just makes it tougher for everybody else who don't do stuff like that, you know? You should have got a mission update there. Did you get it? Okay, very cool. No, somebody ran a bloody mob in, right. Camera freaking out. What level we got? 240, yay! Bigger XP. And like a handful of these get a bit more problematic. I always think the Annihilator looks cooler than most of the others. I'd still think that. It looks cooler than the chicken. The chicken looks ridiculous. It looks like you're attacking mobs with a sex toy toaster. It's the best way I could describe it. It's ridiculous looking. No, we has a mine somewhere. I'm off for a while. Narrow-minded customers think just because they pay me I should work. My God. Good luck with that, Scott. Have a good one, mate. Stay safe. What it is like a boring square box with a phallus at the front of it. It's a ridiculous looking thing. So if I was doing one of these solo, or it would just be this. Just very, very slowly killing every mob in the place. I'm going to be doing this for an hour. And then at 10 o'clock I do have to head off. Unfortunately, guys, that's just how it is. Gotta go make cups of tea, clean up dog mess, let dogs out, yada yada. All that fun, exciting stuff as rockstar AO streamers do. Oh dear. I think between your blockers, my blockers, etc., I think we're probably going to be perfectly okay, They're really cool. And you just have to remember to get rid of them. Yeah, they tell you where they're really the most use is places like Pandemonium and APF, when you get dozens of ads. Where the hell did the sentry come from? Yeah, and you just completely debuff everything in the, the area of effect is effectively just bloody well blind. So they can't do a damn thing. That's always pretty funny. There's the camera. How did we manage to snag the camera? It was there for ages before it even got interested, wasn't it? It's going to be one of those missions with this crap in it. Oh, shut up. You and your grey trap. How are your pets? This is you and your pets, you know. You and your pets pulling all this stuff. Bozim, nicey, nice, yes. Didn't know you were on stream. Welcome to the stream, sir. I used to find that as well with, mostly with MP, but definitely with Engie and Krat as well. Although with Krat, pulling ads isn't a problem because you just calm everything in the room. But yeah, I'd always get ads from miles away while running around with the pets. Whereas non-pet classes tend not to. Kind of weird. Like if I do these solo, it seems to take an awful long time before the mobs even know you're there. In fact, I run past them sometimes and they just completely ignore me while I'm checking the back of a room to see, is more death in this particular room, because unfortunately you do get the thing where in a solo mission you're also low level. Yeah, that could have a lot to do with it. I think if you're approximately the same level as a mob or higher level than a mob, it's less likely to, its aggression seems to be lower. It's a definite sort of noticeable thing. It's very hard to measure, but you do sense it, especially when in doing solo missions. Because you run into a room with like 3 mobs, and as long as you stick to the walls in these, half the time they will just ignore you. Unless you stand still for a few seconds. So I don't know. Oh, here's the thing that killed the dog. I think it killed your puppy. Hearing beeping as well. We got another something in here. Not seeing it, even if there is. Yeah, turrets do hit quite hard. What level doggy have you got anyway? Oh, it's below 205, yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to take a pounding then. Or rather, isn't. Need the spec book. Yeah. Well, this is why I said, what are you doing not having spec books? Get them done now. I would have thought you'd have got them all from, like doing the Elysium quests and stuff like that. That's where I usually get them. Yay! So, what are we on now? We're on Exemplar 9, which is 22 intelligence, which is very handy because I am planning alphas on this too. Eventually. Where did we come in? That room. Let's carry on this way. Come on, out of there. We've got Lobie with me. Well, a Lobie dog pet. 2 books from Spec 4. How did I get... Oh, Penumbra. Doing the Penumbra quest. Oh, you're saving it up for the XP. That kind of makes sense. And the Sheol quests as well are pretty good for that. In fact, they are. Yeah, see? That one came running out of there. Which is annoying. Oh well. As long as it stays on me, we'll be fine. Yeah, it's definitely higher aggro range. Yeah, I heard something die. And I looked to the team window and went, thankfully it's not you. Camera vibrating in the corner. That's always fun for everybody. I think the dog is annoying them by being low level. It could be. If it's a 180 dog in this mission. Oh wow. Oh dear me. We need to get you the chicken, don't we? Leave my friend alone. Zimzig. Hey, oh, hello. I finally caught a stream. You've been on streams before. This one is later than I normally run them at. Excuse me. I will admit, it is definitely a bit later. Okay. So it is done with this room. Onward. Okay, let's have you down here away from the turret. Are we going to do them all in one go? Okay. Tell you what, you deal with that thing. It's lower level, and I'll get on the turret. There we go. I think I've got both on me now. But they do have quite a bit of add all death. I may put my other XP ring on. I think people forget that the plus 10 is also a plus 7 XP ring. So I'm wearing this instead of the OFAB keeper armor, just because add all death, add all off, yada yada yada. Okay, I'll lose like 800 ACs, but I'd rather have the add all off than death. At this point, with the blockers and everything else, we don't get hit very much, and even when we do, we have got quite a bit of HP, so you've been, but you've missed the last few. Oh well, you've got this one for at least another, well, 45 minutes. I have to go 10 at the latest. I have to go off and do things for the extended family. One of their households is in hospital at the moment, so they need a little bit of help because the other one's not in the best of health either. So I'm going over to help out. Kind of playing nursemaid a bit. But you know, that's families. That's what you do. Okay, let me get some aggro on one of them. And I'll get aggro on the big guy. So I can handle both, but I can't protect you by using Mongo because I don't have a bloody Mongo, do I? But then again, I've got quite a bit of damage. So we should be okay. Let's switch to this dude for a little bit. Keep him interested in me. Playing the field here. Don't worry about it, I'm a big boy. Okay. I know, Beekeepers are just so bloody defensive that it's kind of silly. Yeah, you do, you do. Yeah, I went over to the hospital today to do... Because they don't do laundry in the hospitals at the minute. If you want fresh pyjamas, etc., your family's got to bring them in and take away your dirty ones and wash them and bring them back again. So that was the fun job this afternoon, which meant I couldn't get on stream to do an earlier time slot stream. Yada yada. So yeah. And 4 o'clock is when they always feed the dogs, so we can't really swap that time out, which is kind of unfortunate, but there it is. So Sunday stream might start slightly late, just depends. Friday's probably going to be clear though. I think because the wife's off work Friday, Saturday, so probably she'll be okay. To cover instead of me. They're her folks really, so you know. They're like, no offense to you, but we'd rather it was her. It's like, yeah. I get it, don't worry. One good thing about Rona here is that my girlfriend's mum isn't camping in our living room 24/7. Oh, she's not here. She's still at her place. Because, yeah. they don't live far. I mean, I can walk there in like 5 minutes. So she's kind of good for them. Because, you know, they're not worried about, you know, too much stuff because we're so close. But we're far enough away that we're not annoying each other. Because like my wife finishes work kind of like tonight, she'll finish at midnight and she won't go to bed till 3, whereas they kind of go to bed about 10:30. Which despite all claims to the contrary, I do not go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, you know, with my cocoa slippers and pyjamas. In fact, I don't own a pair of pyjamas, so we're on 27%. We may not get to the end of this mission at this rate. I don't know. If it's a big enough mission, possibly not. Because although keepers are really quite defensive, they're not massive on DD. They're better than they used to be, but they're not the best on DD. They're pretty good though. They are pretty good. If we were in here with an NT, these mobs would be dropping so quick it's silly. Depends on the setup. Yeah, she's at the minute she's kind of set up to be defensive and, you know, grind. She's set up for the grindage. Keeper is DD. Well, Keeper is DD. LOL. Well, it's not an NT or a shade, is it, mate? You know, not quite. Not quite. Keeper is. It's not quite an NT or a shade, is it? New AO love time. Shades are just nuts, mate. Absolutely bonkers damage. Seriously bonkers damage. But they're not invincible. They're great PVM though, they're bloody powerful. Pretty much solo everything with them. You set it up right, play it right. Shade alphas are just nuts as well, especially if you've got like an op effect shade. You just hot swap your your spirits as you're fighting. I'm rolling with the old man style. I'm already in bed with my reading glasses watching you on the tablet. Dynamic, get off my lawn. Yes. Yeah, I'm on UK time, so for me it's, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing there's people watching who what are you talking about? It's the middle of the afternoon. No, it's not middle of the afternoon here. Yeah, I should have got a crit buff. Might do a bit of a crit setup with this, especially with this new weapon, the Obsidian Desecrator, which is kind of nuts. It's very crit. I mean, look at that. 425, 575. Oops, 666. I had more of a crit setup when I had the copy of Excalibur's, these, like the exact copy. That was really nice, you know, when I first got it on. 7k crit potential. Oh yeah, easy. Regular. You're off to bed, such Spy TV. See you. Thanks for coming by, Spy TV. My vote is full awakened and whatever crit in other slots. Yeah, that could work. It's just while I'm grinding research, quite nice to just be like really quite defensive and healy. So you can almost kind of AFK. You know. Tab, Q, next mob. Tab, Q, next mob. That kind of thing. Yeah, I get more than 7k crits on it now. With that, it's quite pokey. You know, on slightly lower mobs, like you'll get. It's also got a quite rapid dot on it as well. You can see there. That there, 100 points of energy, 100 points of energy, 100 points of energy. That's a dot. It drops on mobs when you hit with it. I'm in Denmark time. It's late here. 10:30. Oh my god, feels old. Yeah, tell me about it. Remember when we used to go out until 3 in the morning and go to work at 6 AM? Yeah, I remember it. I certainly don't do it anymore. I mean, I could maybe do it for a weekend, but I'd feel like death the rest of the week. Can't bounce back like you used to. Right, let me nip down first. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm gonna go and get the croaker over here. Okay, it's ignoring me. Get over here. Yeah, it's only like 20 years ago I could do that, no problem. Even at like early 30s. That I didn't want to do it, but I could, you know? in my 20s were just a complete and utter blur. But a lot of fun. If you can remember your 20s, you wasted them, is the old adage, I think. So, Hilak is saying, when I was 26, I used to go out until 4 a.m, get home, sleep 2 hours, shower, be at the office at 8:30. The secretaries would hose me down with perfume because I'd still reek of bruise, despite the shower and fresh clothes, yeah. Now, one night of drinking, I need 3 days to recover at 35. Oh, give over. I became a father again at that age. Maybe that bounced me back a bit. Got me to sort of like feel a bit younger again. But yeah, suddenly having a newborn in the house at that age was not as easy as when you're younger. I think that's why you can get by on very little sleep at that age. So that's when you're supposed to be raising the kids. But we managed. All I really remember about my 20s is a lot of fun times, taking a lot of risks, an awful lot of female friends, so to speak, and just generally having a lot of fun. I remember I hit 30 and I kind of think, oh, I'm a grown-up now, I'm 30, yes, people take me a little more seriously. And I think they did as well. I think maybe you take yourself a little more seriously at that point, or you can. Like mid-30s is sort of James Bond stroke Indiana age, isn't it, you know? It's when you go and try and open a new bank account at a bank, and they don't try and get you to take out the student special account. They just go, would sir like a current account, a checking account, or you know, you just get treated a bit more like a grown-up, even if you're not one. The world kind of thinks you are, so they kind of treat you that way. Whereas I can remember going into, I wanted to switch banks, so initially I went, I'm going to open the new account first in case my old bank gets funny with me. And I went in and said, yeah, I just want to open a regular standard account. And they went, oh, we've got the student save with it. And I was like, I'm 25, mate. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, but you still qualify for this account, blah, blah, blah. I said, no. Because it had offers like discounted student union bars and, just, mate, no. I've been living in Spain the past 11 years. It's a bit strange. Spain is like Peter Pan's Neverland. Every 20-year-old... Everyone is a 20-year-old until you have kids. At least everyone lives like a 20-year-old. I've heard that a lot about expats living in Spain. Sort of hanging on to the whole youth thing. It's funny because when I was a kid... Going to Spain and the Mediterranean and stuff was a lot of people still didn't do it, and it wasn't really set up for like young people. It was usually middle class families kind of thing, you know, people who could afford to take that kind of holiday. And then there was like a one company came along, a bit like EasyJet of today. It was called, was it Eddie Laker or Freddie Laker? One of the two. He had cheap flights, you know, all mod. It was like Butlins, but in Spain. That's what he was doing. So you were taking foreign holidays, but you were getting them for like really, really cheap. And that popularised it in the UK in the 70s. But up until that point, going on a foreign holiday was like, ooh, you're well off. You know. And if you went somewhere like Thailand in the 80s and early 90s, they thought you were a millionaire over there, because the cost of the flight to them was like a year's wages for the average person. So the fact that you were just there on holiday was just amazing to them. And I know this from my old Thai friend, no longer with us unfortunately, Kim Chun Se Lao. She's a great old girl, she was. She was married to a mate of mine. But yeah, she was a damn good friend for, like, proper family friend kind of thing for, God, or 30 years. I knew her for. She's passed about 3 years ago now, I think. But my God, yeah, what a lady. But yeah, she used to tell me the same thing, you know. Well, when I meet Johnny, I think he's millionaire. She used to deliberately speak pidgin English, even though she quite clearly knew a damn sight more than she ever let on. It was a bit like, you ever seen that Jackie Chan film where he's paired up with the American detective? I can't think what it's called. They ended up making like 3 movies of it. And in each movie, Jackie Chan does the same thing. Plays the Johnny foreigner like, oh, I can't understand a word. Yeah, Chris Rock. He's, what the hell is the name of the movie series? It's not Lethal Weapon. It's Rush Hour. That's it. Yeah, she was very much Mr. Man Logan. Rush Hour. You are correct. Yeah. Zinzi. Gotta hit the hay. See you later, Zol. Can't wait to see the replay of this tonight. It'll be on YouTube and on Twitch as soon as. So yeah, don't worry. YouTube, it will be there pretty much indefinitely, and then Twitch, it'll be on for a week or so. Even though it's not very exciting, really, is it? You know. Yeah. So anyway, this particular person, we always said she was that character, because, you know, anyone she'd meet, she'd always like pidgin English them, and they'd be like, oh yeah, foreigner doesn't know what's going on, and all the time, you know, it's like had a brain like a steel trap. Yeah, she was awesome like that. But the thing is, that's just the way she liked to talk to people. I remember a funeral. It was almost like a celebration. So many people came. She was one of those people. She just got involved with everybody's lives, you know. Just got under their skin, but in a good way. You know, she knew everybody's business and made it her business, and yeah, just one of those kind of people. Very rare. But yeah, shame. Yeah, she got diagnosed with like a late stage cancer, and she was gone within a month. Really fast, really sad as well. But I helped organise her funeral because at the time her husband was in bits, he couldn't handle it. Which is, you know, and him being older, a lot of his family, you know, were gone anyway. So we were trying to, you know, explain to the church, like, no, we're not having a vicar, we're having a Buddhist priest, but at a cremation, you know, and all this sort of stuff. It's kind of like a meeting of the minds, really. But there was always a song that she always put on when she wanted like if there was a house party or you know, like a barbecue or something. When she decided everybody needed to go home, it was, you know, it was time to call it a night. She'd always change the music to this one song and get all maudlin. And I can't remember the name of the song. I had to find it for her. And put it on a USB stick for them to play it at the service. And it always starts, the first couple of lines are sung in English, and it's like made in Thailand and in Taiwan or something, And whenever that music used to come on, and it's quite distinctive, you know, it was like a movie theme tune, kind of distinctive. Whenever that music came on, everyone was like, oh, that's it. Put the alcohol away, we're going to bed now. Used to be that kind of a thing, you know. And we decided we'd play that right at the very end of the service. Like, it kind of got like a bit of a chuckle out of everyone. So it sounds a bit like a strange thing, but it was, you know, it was a very, very nice service. There was people who had to wait outside because they filled the place. Bittersweet memory. There you go. Made in Thailand. Is that? Let me just. I'll know it the second I hear it. But it's only that line that's sung in that language. Give me 2 seconds just to. Yep, that's it. Made in Thailand, and she'd put that on and then get really, really maudlin. So I don't know what the rest of the lyrics were about, but yeah, we used to hear that intro come on, and it was like, okay, everyone, now it's game over. You know, it was like the Oscars when they play the "Get Off the Stage" tune. It was one of those. When that music came on, everyone was like, okay, everyone go bed now. Night, night, everyone go home now. No more beer. No more fighting. No more talking. Everyone be quiet, go bed. Yeah, so we saved that for the end of the service. It was really apt because everyone that knew it as that's what that song meant. When that song played, party's over. So anyway, yeah. I digress. What the hell has that got to do with Anarchy Online? I shouldn't have put what the stream was. The stream was about about Anarchy. You should put just chatting. You know, podcast. I guess it is in a way, isn't it? Someone mentioned that on a lot of my Anarchy Online videos. In between imparting information about the game as I'm playing it, it just turns into a podcast. I guess I'm just one of those people who doesn't know when to shut up. What percentage are we at? Let's have a look. Is it going to give me an update on this thing we're pounding here? Maybe should have done a medium, I don't know. Oh, didn't know that one. Okay. Let's get bigger chunks of XP. That is quite a bit more. 57%. We are quite probably not going to be able to finish this mission, Milak, because it's 10 o'clock I gotta go, but we have got 25 minutes-ish. Yeah, so this is why I'd prefer to stream sort of 4 till 8 my time. Seems to be a better time slot for most people. US and European time zones. Just one of those little happenstances. I'm going to do a small gimmick. Gimmick? What gimmick? Be right back on the NT and relog the Engie for the last boss. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that, man. If you want to do that, we can do that. Never mind, I wasn't in team with the NT when you rolled it. Oh, well, that screw the percent XP up, will it? It won't, will it? As long as the roller's in the mission, it doesn't affect it, does it? Yeah, go on. I'm not going to get that much more XP either way, so... Wow, this thing's hitting rather hard. God damn. I'm not sure if it would give you a key or not. I'd have to find my way in and out of the mission again, wouldn't I? Can't remember the name of your NT now. Although I have teamed with them before, I'm sure of it. To invite them and update them, I would have to be outside anyway, I think. And run all the way down again. And also be able to remember how the hell we got to this part of the mission. I don't think we were that far down, actually. It's logged in where? Please don't use that sort of language in chat, dear me. Okay, so I'm looking for Aleza. Okay, where are you at? 2 seconds, I'm just going to nip to the lab. Right, okay. Let's see if this works. Got the message, unable to create mission. Alexander was not in the team when the mission was created. Have you got a key dupe, though? I don't think I've got one with me. But it would work. Very much doubt I've got one on me. I'll run back down. I think I know where I left you. And I think I can remember the way down. Yeah, I get what you mean now. It wouldn't let me share the mission with you. Because it's a... Don't jump through the ceiling. Because it's not... doesn't want to play fair. Or unfair, as the case may be. Worth a shot. That Mortic before, 1.5 hitting me for a stack of damage. Bloody hell. Not so much this thing, which is okay. Okay, where's the damned warp? I think it was in here, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's get the red thing first. I got about 15 minutes. Those rafter banks. Well, they can surprise you, rafters, suddenly. You think, oh, they're not going to do anything, and then suddenly splat. Not fun. I could do with the unknown mixture. And that's all I need to complete that star now. I've got the cloth. I've got the activated nano deck. So yeah, I need to get that sorted out. Just have to go and buy the Kenneth's polishing compound or whatever it is. Put it on the cloth. Combine it, whatever you have to do. 65%. No, the mission is too darn big, I think. Should have done it with a full team if we were going to do a team thing, I think. Excuse me. More and more and more of them. It's a shame because there's a lot of XP in this mission. It's just... Excuse me. The only problem is I'm not going to have enough time to complete it. I guess I was thinking of how long it took to do the other one, which was about 30 minutes. So I thought, we've got an hour, you know, I can do a hard at that. Should have just stayed with medium. Just for speed. Or even gone easy with the team, because with the team I don't think Armor debuff instead of the blind. Either works. I mean, they get hit pretty hard regardless. They've just got a lot of HP. The blind is nice to just stop them ever hitting. At the minute, I think we've got... Chat is probably getting tired as well. I've got 10 minutes to go. We are not getting that much done by then. 200 million for an unknown. Friday, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see for Friday if I can stream. Sunday, definitely. I want to try DB3. Try and get a live DB3 raid going. Rush for the 70. Are we on 70%? That's not much. If it was 90, we'd have a pretty good chance. Yeah, go on, we'll try and blitz it. I think it's gonna be... So, quick check south. I don't think so, but it might be. Yeah, it's south. And... Oh, great. Spaghetti room. Run down, try and do more death. Right hand side, I think, to get across. Oh, door. Big room. Yep, boss room. Right hand side and, yeah. Okay, let's go straight for himself. 70%, I think not. But we can give it a go. What the hell? End on the boss. Such as he is. With your luck, you never know. I bloody do know. We won't get the reward. Not 70%. That's too low, that. Too low, I'd say. Yeah, it is worth trying. There's no way we're going to complete the entire thing in the time frame we had, so why not, yeah. It's always worth trying rather than giving up. Yeah, 0. I told you it was too low. Well, never mind. I'm gonna walk back to garden. 0 SK. Yeah, it was not gonna happen. I could feel it in my water that much was 70%. Nah, definitely not. Who else is AOing? I think Data Stream is he? Is he? Have a look. Yeah, Data Stream 101 doing his Iron Man Chapter 2. So, okay. Everybody. We are going to go raid data stream. Yes, we are. So, enjoy yourselves. Say hi from me. And we're going. Bye-bye.
Hello, my friend. Thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated, buddy. How's it going, my friend?